How's it going, everyone? My name is Shea Raeburn. I will be your guys' coach for today's virtual strength and conditioning class. A little about me: I am an exercise science student at Maryville University, where I also work as a student coach for the strength and conditioning program, where I'm coaching other teams in the weight room. Also at Maryville, I'm a member of the men's lacrosse team. So I get to know a lot of the athletes, and I get to do a little coaching for my own team as well. So yeah, to start for today's session, first of all, is everybody ready? How are we doing? Good? Everyone's good? Good to go? Cool. So the way I like to structure my sessions, this is just something that we do at Maryville. We'll all go through a warm-up together. That will be on me. I will be coaching us through a warm-up, and then once we're all done with the warm-up, we'll head over to the screen or whiteboard or anything, and then I'll explain the whole lift for today, give cues for each exercise, and then you guys go on your own and complete the lift. And during the lift, I'll help correct technique, form, anything that needs adjusting, and as always, I'm here for any questions throughout the lift. So to start for a warm-up, we're going to start with something that I like to call neck series, just to kind of prep the body, prep the mind. Okay, so I want everyone to stand, tall, proud posture, arms down at the side, tight bellies, tight butts, and you can close your eyes, you keep them open if you want, but we're just going through slow range of motion. We're doing our yeses first. We're going to start with our yeses. Slow range of motion, reaching those maximal ends. Full range of motion. We're going to do about 10 there. Once you guys are done, we're going to head over to our nose. Again, we're going slow, reaching just that end range of motion to where it's a stretch. Again, we're focusing on our breathing, keeping our belly tight. Have a nice, tall, proud posture. We'll do about 10 nose. And once we're done with nose, then we'll move to maybes. Again, keeping it super slow, super light. Getting our body and our mind right for the upcoming session. Once we're done with our maybes, we're going to move to rotations. Again, feeling that range of motion, focusing on our breathing. We're going to do about 5 rotations each side there. And then once everyone's done with our neck series, okay, we're going to hit the deck. We're going to go hands and knees, and we're going to go cat-cows. So once we get there, we really want to focus on breathing here, exhaling all the way at the top, inhaling on the bottom, really getting that full range of motion, trying to separate our shoulder blades at the top, rounding the back, pinching them together, rounding the spine this way on the bottom. Okay, and then once we're good there, we'll do about 10 or so, we're going to move to something I like to call lower body flow. So lower body flow is we're going to alternate between a world's greatest stretch and a pigeon stretch. Okay, so world's greatest, we're going to have that split stance, that leg all the way behind us. We're going to take we're going to put our outside arm on the floor. We're going to take our inside arm, reach up to the ceiling, feeling it in our back and our hips, opening up more and more every time. So we're going to do 1 rep, world's greatest, 1 rep of our pigeon. We're getting down, really sinking into that glute, feeling it in our hip, trying to open up. Okay, we're going to do 1 rep, world's greatest, 1 rep pigeon stretch, switch sides, and then we're going to alternate. We'll go about 5 times through. Everyone done with that? Okay. Next, we're going to move to upper body flow. So again, we're going to be hands and knees here. We're going to reach our hands out in front of us. Our inside arm is going to be across our head, and we're going to lean, get that lat stretch, really lean into it, feel it. Let me know if you guys can't feel that stretch in your lat. Okay, next, we're going to stay on our hands and knees, and I'm going to put my arm out to the side on the floor, and then we're going to lean into it, really open up that chest. Let me know if you guys aren't feeling it in your pecs at all. And again, same concept. We're going to do 1 rep per exercise per arm. And then we're going to switch sides. We're going to cycle through that about 5 times or so. Okay, once we're done with that, that's going to wrap up our mobility. And then we're going to start to prime the body now, so you guys can stay on the ground. Okay, we're going to do a series of push-ups and handcuffs. Okay, so push-ups, plain and simple. Handcuffs, we're laying prone at the top. My hands are supinated. Imagine you're holding 2 bowls of soup in your hand and you don't want them to spill. Palms it to the sky. And again, we're laying prone and we're going to round all the way, that full range of motion, keeping our palms up as long as we can. And then finally flipping them down. And then we're fighting and we're going to get our wrists over wrists on our low back. So we're going to do 3 rounds of 5 push-ups and 5 handcuffs. So do your push-ups first, 3 rounds, 5 push-ups, 5 handcuffs. And once we're done with that, you guys can go ahead and stand on your feet. Everybody ready? Okay. So to prime the lower body now, we're going to do, that's a bad angle. We're going to do 10 air squats. And then we're going to do 5 air good mornings. So 10 air squats, getting as low as we can. And we're going to do 5 good mornings, really warm up those hamstrings. And then after that, we're going to move to 10 lateral squats, 5 per side, lateral squat or side lunge, whatever you want to call it. And then after we're done with that, we are going to do 3 squat jumps, 3 tuck jumps. The difference is squat jumps, we're going to squat down. And we're going to jump as high as we can. And then tuck jumps, we're going to squat down, and we're going to jump, and we're going to tuck our knees into our chest. After we're done with that, I want you guys to hit 30 total pogos for me. 30 pogos, just small little ankle jumps. We'll go 10 straight up, 10 rotating to the left, and then 10 rotating to the right. All right, all done. You guys feel warm? Ready to go? Perfect. So I want everyone to take a look at the board now, or the screen, or my computer. So today's session is going to be day 1 of our first meso, first micro of our general prep phase, our GPP phase. So to start, today is a upper push and lower pull day. That's how I like to split up my lifts when I program. 4-day split, it just allows us to hit everything nice and neat. Hitting each muscle group twice per week. So first, I like to split up lifts into 3 different sections. So first for the A's, we got our GHR curl. So our feet are going into the GHR machine, and what's moving is our torso, and we're bending at the knees. Okay, we're not doing hip flexion here, we're bending at the knees, we're going to hamstring curl out of that. Okay, so our feet are going into the machine, and we're curling, pulling ourselves up to 90 degrees, and taking it down. Let's go slow on that eccentric. Try to feel that stretch of the hamstrings, and once we reach terminal knee extension, or our max end range of motion, then we can curl back up, and we're going to go down. Remember, slow on the way down. Feel that stretch. We don't want to just fall down. All right, that's where injuries happen. So paired with the GHR curl, we then have a dumbbell lateral raise. Okay, so pretty simple. Seated or standing, whatever you guys are more comfortable with. I'm okay with either. Dumbbells in hands, and we're just raising up. Again, we're leading with our elbows here, not our wrists. So we want our elbows to be higher than our wrists. Coming up to here, feeling it in our shoulders. Get a little baby pause at the top. Again, slow on the way down. Control that weight. We're up. Fight that weight on the way down. And then we're back up there. Lastly, in the A's, we have our kneeling cable crunch. Okay, so I'll set up some rope attachments on the cables for you guys. And how we're going to do that is ropes going behind the head, in my hands here. My shoulders and arms do not move the entire portion of this movement, okay? All the movement is generated from my core, okay? Our main goal here is spinal flexion and extension, okay? You want to train the abs like any other muscle, okay? So you don't just want to crunch and then come back here. We want to get that full stretch, okay? And then we're crunching here. Here, all that movement is generated from the core, okay? It's not from my hips or my shoulders. We're trying to keep those as neutral as possible. Again, super important. All we're doing is spinal flexion and extension. I don't want any other generated movement. I want you guys to hit that full range up at the top, feeling my back round, and then here, curling down. Okay, and then for the B's, we have a dumbbell floor press paired with a kettlebell swing. Okay, so dumbbell floor press, I know a lot of you guys probably would just prefer to bench, whether that's barbell or a dumbbell bench. Okay, but today, for our first meso general prep phase, I don't know where you guys are at history-wise, training age, any of that. So we're all going to start out in a dumbbell floor press. It's a little safer. We're cutting that range of motion just a little bit. I want you guys' muscles to get used to moving these weight. I want those tendons to get used to it before we get into our deeper ranges of motion and more intense exercises like that. So dumbbell floor press, pretty self-explanatory. We're going to be laying supine on the floor. I keep my elbows tucked, 45-degree angle. Say this is 180 and this is 90, or this is 0 and this is 90. I want 45-degree right in the middle. And my hands are going to follow that. So I'm here 45 degrees. I press up to the sky, keeping my hands stacked above my elbow and my shoulder, everything stacked. And then I come here, feel that floor, up, control down, feel the floor, press up, down, feel the floor. Don't come down and slam your elbows into the floor. That causes instability and, again, injury risk, which we don't want, especially on day one, nor ever. Okay? So we're just here, controlling that weight down. I feel the floor, and then I press up. And then for the C's, we have a dumbbell RDL paired with a tricep extension. So first, dumbbell RDL, very similar to a barbell or kickstand RDL if you guys have ever done those before. Dumbbells in our hands, right in front of our quads, okay? And then we're gonna bend, pushing our hips back towards the wall behind us, okay? Push our hips back as if you were trying to touch a car door, trying to close a car door with your butt. And then I come down, a little bit bend in the knee is definitely okay. I definitely don't want you guys to be straight-legged doing this, but again, try to limit that movement. We want all that movement to generate from the hips, right? So we're pushing back, pushing my hips back, and once we reach that mid-knee to shin level, then we come back up. Okay, again, mid-shin, knee level, that's perfect. I know some of you guys might be more flexible than that, but that's okay. As soon as we get deeper than that mid-shin level, that takes the tension off of our glutes and hamstrings and puts it onto our low back, which we don't want for this movement. Okay, so I want you guys to just feel that range of motion, feel that stretch, and then we come up, and then we're squeezing our glutes at the top. All right, and then we can repeat from there. Again, don't go farther than mid-shin. It's unnecessary, and I want you guys to feel that stretch and burn on your hamstrings and glutes the whole time. And then lastly, cable tricep extension. We'll set up some ropes, and pretty self-explanatory. Again, when we're doing this, I don't want the shoulders or the elbow to move. I want them to stay locked in here the whole time, locked in at your side, rope in our hands. We're extending down, and at the bottom, I'm turning my wrists out to get that full contraction. And then I'm here, bringing them up as far as possible to get that deep stretch. And then we're contracting at the bottom. Again, turning my wrists out. We're not just coming straight down or straight in front of us. Bringing our wrists out towards our hips. Okay, so those are the exercises for today. As of right now, is there any questions? No? Okay, perfect. Like I said, I'll be walking around the entirety of the lift, helping you guys with technique and form and anything else that may come up. So, as always, if you guys have any injuries or if there's any pain in any of these movements, let me know immediately, and we can find a substitute exercise, or maybe I can critique your form or anything like that that can kind of minimize that. But like I said, I've dealt with a lot of college athletes before who are always going through, minor dings and scratches and injuries and ailments. So there's a lot of substitute exercises that we can do. The board isn't end all be all, okay? Whatever you guys want there. Just let me know if you guys need anything. And to break from here, just for sessions in the future. I'm going to call out. You guys are going to respond. So I'm going to say ready, 1, 2. And then after I say 2, we all clap. After we clap, we go hit the lift. Cool? Any questions? No? All right, let's get to it. Ready, 1, 2.